Hello friends, welcome to the day 1 of Jmeter tutorials. In this tutorial we will learn how we can download and configure Jmeter. So what you need to do as first step is to download Jmeter. You type in on Google Jmeter. Now Jmeter is a tool by Apache. The first link that you get, Apache Jmeter, click on that link. On the left side, you will see a lot of other links like overview, changes, issues, license, contributors, user manual, best practices, so on. Under this download section, you have two links here, download releases and nightly builds. So click on this download releases, and in this section over here, Apache Jmeter 2.8, which is the version of Jmeter, which requires Java 1.5 or above. So Jmeter is a Java-based application. It requires JVM to be there, JDK or JRE to be there. The version 2.8 requires 1.5 version of Java or later. You see two sections here, binaries and source. To install or to configure Jmeter, we require binaries. Source is available because Jmeter is an open source product which is coded in Java. So the source will give you the code for the product, for this Jmeter tool. You can enhance the code, you can work on, you can have a look at the code, and you can even create plugins. Right? For that reason, the source code is also shared. It is also made public. You can develop any plugin of yours after testing. You can also make this plugin that you have created. You can make this public. You can make it available for others to use. That's the idea of open source products. So to begin with, when you are starting to learn Jmeter, you just need to install it. So what you do is you download this Apache Jmeter zip file. There are two versions here, .tgz and .zip. This .zip is for Windows machine and .tgz is for Unix or Linux based machines. Now Jmeter, since it works on Java, it's a Java based application and Java is platform independent, meaning to say that wherever your JVM is running, it can run on Unix machine or Windows machine. That is what we mean by platform independence. Any platform the Java programs can run. So if you want to run your Jmeter on Linux machine, you have to download with this first link, or if you're working on your Windows machine, then you can download this second link. I click on this link. The download has begun. It will take some time to get downloaded. So what I can do is I can show you where I already have this downloaded version available on my machine. So after successful download of this package, you will see it in this zip format, Apache Jmeter 2.8.zip. You need to unzip this file. You can use WinRAR or WinZip software to unzip this file. Right click and say extract to this folder. Where you can see this extracted folder here, but still the process. Okay, now it is complete. All right, so I'll cut it and paste it out because there was one level more. I mean, there were two folders with the same name created, so I just brought it up. I brought it one level up. Okay, so this is Apache Jmeter unzipped folder. You will see bin, docs, extras, lib, and printable docs folder here inside this Apache Jmeter folder. Bin folder has some files, and to launch Jmeter interface, to launch Jmeter GUI, you need to double click this Jmeter batch file. Now you can sort it with this type column, and you see here ms-dos batch files. There are many batch files, Jmeter, Jmeter report, server. You just need to double click this Jmeter batch file. You will see a command prompt window, a black console window like DOS prompt, and in some time, maybe in a minute or two, you will see Jmeter GUI come up. This is a Java-based application. This is coded in Swing, Java Swing. That is why it takes some time to load and come up. So give it some time. It is a heavy application actually. So this is how your Jmeter interface, your GUI. All right. Once again, you have to download the zip file, unzip it anywhere in your machine, and inside bin folder, click on jmeter.bat. You will first see this black window, and then your GUI of Jmeter will load. So what you see on this welcome screen, on the first screen of Jmeter, you'll see the screen divided into two. You will have your left pane where you see two nodes, test plan and workbench. On the right side, whatever node is selected on left pane, you will see a description of this, a control panel for that node. That is, when I select test plan, you will see test plan related information on this area on right. When I select workbench, I see workbench related information here on the right panel. So these two nodes are the default ones. When you're writing down your script, when you're creating your scenario, you're changing your scenario into script, into Jmeter script, you will have to add test elements. There are many test elements, we will learn about them, which you can see by right clicking on test plan. When you right click, you will see this add menu, under which you have lot of test elements like threads, test fragment, config elements, timer, preprocessors and post-processors, assertions and listeners. We are going to cover each of them one by one, but in this session, in this introductory session, you can add test elements into your test plan. We have workbench. Workbench is like a temporary workspace. It's a temporary area where you can create your script, and once you finalize your script, you can move into your test plan. Because as the name says test plan, it is going to hold all your finalized steps for scripts. Okay? So workbench is like a temporary workspace, and once your steps are finalized, you move them to test plan. Now, not directly under test plan, you have to have some test element, like inside your test plan you have thread group, and inside this you can have your steps. Okay, but the idea is when you save your script, when you click on this save button to save your script, if you have some steps in workbench, for example, if I have just randomly I am adding some steps which may not make sense, but if you have some steps in workbench and you have some steps in test plan, when you save your script, only the test plan node, whatever steps are there in test plan node will get saved. All the steps in workbench will not get saved. The reason being, workbench is a temporary storage area. It's a temporary workspace. Okay, so I'll first save this script on desktop with name threadgroup.jmx. The extension of Jmeter script is JMX. Okay, I will save this script and I will open a new script. By clicking on this new icon, you close your previous script and open a new script. Now once again, if I click on this icon open and I open threadgroup.jmx, which I just saved, you will see the steps in workbench are not shown here. Okay, so you have to be careful when you are working with workbench in test plan, and when you save your script, steps in test plan only will get saved. If you want to save workbench also, you have to save it separately by right clicking workbench, and whatever test elements you have under workbench will be saved using save selection as. So this is again a JMX script and I can save it as 1.jmx. Okay, you have to save your workbench steps specifically. Test plan steps will get saved automatically by clicking on the save button. Now you see here the two scripts are here, threadgroup.jmx and 1.jmx. When you right click this JMX file and you edit it with Notepad, it is basically an XML file. The script that is created with Jmeter tool is nothing but is in XML format. And if I open it, you can see it here. XML and then Jmeter test plan, these nodes, hash tree, test plan. Okay, we have not done any scripting yet. We have not created any serious script as of now, just added some random test elements, and I'm trying to show you that the script opens up in an XML format. You can use an XML editor to edit the script later on when you understand what tag stands for what value. Okay, so this is a basic information about your Jmeter GUI, your downloading of Jmeter, configuring of Jmeter, and how your first look how Jmeter looks. Okay, thank you.